Hi, good afternoon. Welcome to Craft Live. Today we are going to make a candy jar, and it's all out of supplies you can find at the dollar store or the craft section at your favorite craft store. So you're going to need a terracotta pot and the bottom part to it, and you're going to need this tiny little fish bowl. This just came from the dollar store, and this will help you determine what size pot you need. And then you're going to need whatever color chalk paint you want, some ribbon, just enough to make a bow if you want to put a bow on it, and some kind of wooden knob. These are actually doll heads is what I'm using, and that's going to be your handle for the top of your lid, and also a hot glue gun. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to paint our pot. If you have a different kind of craft paint you'd like to use, that's fine too, but I like chalk paint for this kind of stuff. I'll just dip it out of there. It dries quickly, and it covers well, so. Mine is a little bit old and tacky, but it'll still work. And I'm using a chalk paint brush here because it's firmer than a regular paintbrush, so it holds the paint well, but any paintbrush would do if you don't have one of these. I'm making mine very neutral, but you could choose a different color if you had a theme going on where you're going to place it. I'm going to make mine kind of for Valentine's Day, because Valentine's Day is coming up. Okay. And if I was doing this not for the video, I would wait for that to dry, and I would probably do a second coat. But for this, we're going to just do one coat. And then we want to paint the lid. Actually, before we do that, we want to add our knob to the top. So I'm going to actually fill the hole with glue just to have it filled in. And if you have super glue, you could use super glue instead. I'm just going to use the hot glue though, because it's really easy, dries quick. Okay, so while that dries, I'll go ahead and paint this side of it. Okay, I want to paint the other side, but it's wet, so let's set this down, and I'm going to show you how I make my my bow that we're going to put on it. All right, for your bow, I just learned how to do this yesterday. I've always struggled making bows to make them look even and so that the strings are hanging down and pretty. So I'm going to show you how to do it. Okay, so you want to lay your ribbon over your hand, go over your finger and under, wrap around your middle finger, go back over that finger, and then wrap around this finger, so it's going to look like this. when you get here, you want to make sure that you're going over, not under. It won't work right. Okay, spread your fingers out as far as possible because that's going to determine how wide your ribbon is. Okay, so here you're going to go over, move this little guy over a little bit, and you're going to tuck this in. Okay, it's going to come back around here, wrap it over, and it's going to go through here. And then go ahead and make sure your fingers are spread out. And I had a hard time tightening mine because my ribbon is not very silky, but at this point you're going to just pull your two strands until you get it tight, and just keep pulling and it will eventually tighten, and you'll pull it off your fingers to look like this. You can see how it gets tight in the middle. My little loops are even, and then you can trim the ends with triangles, or you can trim them at an angle. So that's your bow. Okay, let's come back to our pot lid. Paint the other side. Make sure you get paint around your knob. Okay. Looks like that is covered. You can do an extra coat if you like, but it really does pretty well with just one. Okay. Next, we're going to glue our bowl on top of our pot with hot glue or super glue, whatever you have on hand and feel comfortable using. And it dries quickly, so make sure you put it on there evenly, which I didn't, but it'll be okay. All right, and then your candy goes on the inside. Your bow is going to go here on the front. Got some paint on mine. Let's just turn it around. And then your lid will go right on top. And I'm not going to set it there right now because I don't want the paint to get on it from underneath, but you can see what it will look like, and I will post a completely finished product in the comments of this video after it's all dry. So thank you for tuning in, and I will see you here back in February. Bye.